my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellites to track where you are and see you black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches. Many argue this man is the greatest super middleweight of all time, Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that pack. The atmosphere is real.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Jab had to hurt. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
He blocks the hook. Nice job by him to block that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Good round. I like that, Samantha. he was thinking.
Out there, and he will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Don't forget the job and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Go back out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Here we go for round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great work. I love that job slick.
You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and sweat
shots. Keep smart.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That uppercut can't get through. Good defense there to stop that hook. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And down goes Jones Jr. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
You've let him back into the fight.
Good work, that's it. Now be breathe, just get your breath back.
The boxing back together and get back out there.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nope, that hook won't score. Both men step back for just a moment. Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Misses with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. He threw a punch and just got countered. Froch in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, this is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. That uppercut just missed. somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Beautiful counter punch. Oh, Froch, we didn't see this coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you think...
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Hook misses. The straight right just misses. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch, hold it right there. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. And there's the bell for round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Oh, Froch, seeing cobwebs. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punching.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Watch in trouble. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me move and shine it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubting me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And getting ready to fight here, Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And across the ring from him, Rocky Marciano. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live. Undefeated.
You want to get out of the way, because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, the Brockton.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Aiming for the chin. He's headhunting right now. Good jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
counter-punching.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And that hook misses. Trying to land that jab. The jab slightly off target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Come on, just saying it.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You're swift.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him up.
Back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. And then get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on.
Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work.
You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get
On the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him
switch it on.
Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
The jab not finding its target. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Just avoids the left uppercut. He blocks that jab. Punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get back there.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Just keep him on the end.
Through camp, and then you're gonna go back out.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good defense to block the hook. A perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Relax now, I don't...
You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch up.
We'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
In this round, get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. Just box him, be smart, get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right?
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking in a few body shots.
He's on the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
Good work out there.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Believe what we are seeing. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The big Ukrainian in big. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man, good man.
Get your boxing back together. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. phrase second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
How about that time counter shot? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Usyk! No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough run.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you see that? Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Relax. Stay focused. Don't...
And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing.
Be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Now go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
You've been coasting for this. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
Because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
Gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round back. Take away that...
Again, don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
And let's reset. Forget about...
Both these shots, keep smart. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting it...
That jab was blocked. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Swing and a miss with the jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Both trying for a knockout. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get your mind back on the job.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't win back.
You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on, get your boxing bag together, and put him back in his place. You're switching up.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart.
Switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, and then get back.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing power shots.
And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't...
And down goes Alexander Usyk. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
We've never seen Alexander Usyk hurt like this before. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose it.
Oh my God, Johnny! Usyk! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got...
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. silence in return that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsements. But that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears the wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is the rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Hello, are you there? Would you pick up the
to make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost of appetite and lack of sleep. If it's dead and flat in line, I leave a message at the bed.
hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work. I watch suckers complain, cause all they regard is who go the hardest.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Vasily Lomachenko. Lightweight division. Of course, he's a former world champion in 3 different weight classes. Weighing in at 130 pounds, 5'6" tall with a reach of 65.4 inches. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. Even though he's 180 centimeters tall, he still made 61 kilos. And his reach is 184 centimeters.
Brawlers are...
Vasily Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes. Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 100...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How about that time counter shot? Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good man, good man.
Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Lomachenko in trouble. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you continue?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Use that jab slick.
Out there, and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
The bell rings, and we start the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Do you believe this? Just misses with the right uppercut. Uh-oh! Lomachenko just got rocked. This replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
I need to see... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to stop.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Loma in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Relax now. I don't want to
Switch on, get your boxing back together. Get back down.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Tried to score with a jab. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Trying to land that jab. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. Can't find a home for that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This is a high-octane battle. Missing with the left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good.
There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
And that right jab just misses. Lomachenko is buzzed. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know that.
I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it's left there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late. Hold it right there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knock.
Oh my God, Johnny! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He can't score with that uppercut. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all... Oh, pull it right there! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the...
And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Tom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're okay.
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.